3 days before graduation, I go to the dermatologist because I had a rash on my face. He walks in the door and he says, "You have lupus." I'm like, did I hear you right? Was that correct? He was like, "Yes, Miss Lykes, you have lupus." I had a little knowledge on lupus because my aunt had just come to stay with us a year before. She stayed with us a long time. She had been diagnosed with lupus and she had went legally blind. So that's the first thing that came through my mind was I going to go blind? I'm thinking, I'm getting ready to go to college. I want to be a teacher. I want to do pre-med. I wanted to do business. I had 3 goals in life that I wanted to do. And now you're telling me that I have a disease that has no cure. I don't know if I want to relive it.
You do it. You can do it.
So, it was time for me to go to college, and I had to take some blood tests so the doctors would know how to treat me. And I went to Duke, and they were supposed to call my parents back. I went to college. My parents called me 2 weeks later and told me that it was a positive result, that I did have lupus and that I would have to start on steroids. So my first year of college was wonderful. My second year of college, it was during the fall one day, and I started having this reaction of just shaking. My nerves got really bad. And it was so bad till my roommate got scared and called my parents. My parents told her to bring me home. So my roommate drove me an hour and 15 minutes home to get me to my parents because I was shaking so bad. So when I got there, they began to call the doctor to see what to do with me. The only thing I could hold on to was faith. Richard Hinton was preaching on a TV show. He preached every Monday night, and he preached that night, "This is my Exodus."
You can't even serve God under bondage. You can't even be your best for God under bondage. You cannot be your maximum under bondage. When you can't even pray under bondage. Thank God, but the devil's going to loose you tonight because this is your Exodus.
I began to grab hold of that word. And I believed that night I was going to come out of that lupus reaction that I was going through. Sure enough, I felt much better. I never really had different problems with lupus anymore from 1994 to 2002. I did have kidney biopsies, and they were always abnormal, but the skin rash was mostly there and no really joint reaction pains. Till I got to 2002 and I got pregnant with my second child. When I got pregnant with Alexis, she was a journey. The first month I had gained so much weight, probably over 100 pounds. My kidneys started acting bad. My pressure was going up. I ended up having so many medical things wrong with me. I was actually put into the hospital in that around February, and I was in and out the hospital. Around February was when I just was really having really bad problems. I had one nurse with me 24 hours. That's how bad the lupus had gotten. And I ended up having Alexis. And Alexis, she did decease. But after I had her and we funeralized her on Wednesday, I was back in the hospital again with cryptococcal meningitis on my brain. And the ball just kept going and going and going. And the kidneys started functioning terrible. I had a disease 2 and 5 on my kidneys. I was on 36 meds. It was just unreal the way that the lupus had begun to react due to the pregnancy. Then in 2009, I got up one morning to go to work. When I got to work, I got out the bed and I fell on the floor. My joints, my bones, everything just would not work. I was devastated. I was like, what is wrong with my joints? I got up again, trying to climb to get up. I fell again. I didn't know what was going on. My husband was like, what are you doing? I said, I don't know. So I got back in the bed. We tried to get up because we had to take care of some business. I got on a walker and I just slid my body through. That began the journey of the real lupus effect. My children needed me. Jamie at the time was young and Anthony was young and Jamie's 12. Anthony was 2. And their mother was dysfunctional. Devastating. I was the type of mom that cooked every day, made sure they went to school, made sure they were dressed. Big Jamie, hard worker. Big supporter of the family, and I could not work or take care of my kids. I had a lot of help. I had a lot of support. My teacher friends, they would come over and bring dinner for the kids. My mom and dad took shifts in Shuby to come and make sure that the kids were well taken care of and that I had help. I remember not being able to get out of the bed to even use the bathroom. My friends would stay by the bed and like, it's fine, just use it. Like, use the bathroom in the bed. It was because either I waited too late or it was going to take so long to get there. And I just remember them rolling me and changing the sheets while I was in the bed. I had a bedpan by the bed, portable, and I still couldn't get up to that sometimes. It was a little rough for a year. My parents came and got me. I had to move to Statesville for a while Jamie went to school in South Boston. He would stay with some of my friends. And Anthony and I would be in Statesville while my parents took care of me. Then it got to a point when the school year ended and Jamie came home with me to Statesville. While Big Jamie stayed in South Boston because he still had to work. It was a life change. Lupus brought a big life change. Not only to me, but to my family. They were worried about me. I was worried about them. My biggest supporter was little Jamie. Because I had basically been sick all his life. He was 5. But when I went to the hospital the first time, he was 5. So basically all he ever knew was a sick mom. So at this point, in 2010, 11, he's getting older. And now mom has gotten sick again. So being able to enjoy growing up, he basically had to be an adult really quick. So the move to Statesville was a big change for our lives, but it was really good for him because now he was able to be with his family and have extended family to be able to care for him, and he'd be able to begin to start enjoying his life and not worried about his mom all the time. And it also was a good beginning for little Anthony, knowing that he was growing up now and somebody could help and assist me in taking care of him, even on a bad day. So the journey of life, I've had some good experiences, some bad experiences, some painful experiences, some hurtful experiences, some losses. But I can truly say that the way I made it through was the support of family and friends, teachers and co-workers. And without God, none of this would even be. My husband was able to move with us to Statesville with his job, be able to move in a house with my parents and enjoy them in their older age. So I get to watch them grow up and be able to get older, be able to enjoy them, watch my children grow up, and be able to feel good. Still have some rough days with the joints, but it has been wonderful, and I know that the only reason, I'll never exclude God, but I know the thing that really let me know that I could make it is the support of everybody, church family, young people, everybody. It was that confidence that they had, Myrah, you can make it. Myrah, you can do this. Myrah, you can go through. And that's what I did. I went through. I realized one thing, that I've been designed by God. The only reason I could not die, could not give up, is because He has a purpose for my life. You can get through this. Lupus is not going to kill you, but there is a purpose that God has for your life. Life has been great. I think now that I feel good and I'm well and whole, no more epituzumab, no more being on treatments with Duke. There's so much that your mind can clutter about and say that's bad. But I survived. I have no complaints. I'm here. I'm enjoying life. Life couldn't be better. I'm living. I feel good. My joints are good. I have on about 3 pair of pants today and 5 shirts. I'm good. It's me. I'm enjoying it. I made it. I made it. And it was all about the grace of God.